Hi, in this lesson we'll be seeing about Fusion Middleware Home, that is FMW Home. First we'll be seeing the basic file system layout of the FMW Home. Then we'll see what are the important directories that are present in the FMW Home. As you can see in the picture, the file systems FS1 and FS2, both of them will have FMW Home. And as the name suggests, this is the main home for the Fusion middleware of Oracle Business Suite application tier. So the Fusion middleware is obviously one of the important technology stack components of the application tier. Out of all the products that are installed in application tier, that is, for example, the 1012 directory, which is Oracle Forms and Reports as part of IAS, and other products such as WebLogic server and OHS, all of them are part of the Fusion middleware home. Apart from Fusion middleware home, the only other product that is installed is 1012. Now let us get back to the Fusion middleware home. Fusion middleware home is a typical directory which you would find in any of the Fusion middleware installations generally. Let's say, for example, if there is a customer who is installing a simple Fusion middleware home 11G software, then along with their WebLogic, whatever WebLogic domains and other directories what you generally find in a WebLogic standard installation, the same directory structure can be seen even here. So if you have any prior knowledge of WebLogic server, then you would find it very similar to it. So even if you do not have prior knowledge, it is also fine. So in the Fusion middleware home, there are several important directories and files. The first important thing you need to understand is there is something called the EBS _domain directory, and this is the main WebLogic domain directory of Oracle Business Suite, and this one can be accessed with environment variable EBS domain home. Then there is WebLogic or WL server _10.3, which represents the WebLogic server home of version 10.3.6. This is also basically called as 11G WebLogic. Then there is common home, and Oracle _common is also one of the Oracle homes, and it contains the JRFs, which is called Java required files. Then there is a web tier directory which contains the HTTP server. Remember one important thing, whenever I say, for example, the WebLogic directory or the domain home, for example, or web tier, all the component related log files are also located in the same directories. For example, when I say EBS _domain, which is the WebLogic domain, it contains the log files which are related to the WebLogic admin server and all the WebLogic managed server also. So all the admin server, managed server log files or node manager log files are also located in the EBS domain home directory. Similarly, the web tier or IAS related, OHS related log files and the configuration files are also located in the web tier directory. So web tier is also one of the Oracle homes, and Oracle _common is also Oracle home. And the last but not the least is basically the EBS Oracle home directory. So the EBS Oracle home directory basically contains all the configuration files which are related to the managed servers, that is OA core, forms, OAFM, etc. So this is also one of the Oracle homes which is there under the Fusion middleware home. So if you try to understand here, there are several Oracle homes which are there under Fusion middleware home, and usually you patch the WebLogic and you patch Oracle _common, you also patch web tier. So all these Oracle homes are usually patched as part of the maintenance. Now let us go to the file system and have a look at it. So I have logged into my application tier and I'll go to my base directory of test installation. So U01 test is my base directory of test instance. And first thing what I'll do as usual is set the run environment always. And once you set the run environment, what I'll do is I'll go to the FS1 file system, which is the run file system, and you can see here FMW _home. So the first thing is domain registry.xml. The domain registry.xml is a standard file which you will see even in the normal WebLogic installation. What it contains is all the WebLogic domains that are there in the system with this installation. So if you give the domain registry, if you check the details, it will show us the EBS _domain. So the EBS _domain, if you see the path of it, you can see it is there under user projects and domains. If you see, this is same as EBS underscore domain underscore home. So this is the location of your EBS domain home or WebLogic domain. And then we have common home, which is for the JRFs as we discussed before. And then we have the WebLogic server directory. And then we have all the log files as well. So let us go to, for example, the domain home. To access domain home, I can simply use EBS underscore domain underscore home. And when you go here, you can see something called servers. And inside servers, you can see all the admin servers, that is WebLogic admin server and the managed server related directories. For example, I want to check the log files which are related to WebLogic admin server. I can go to admin server logs, and here I can see the log files which are related to admin server. Similarly, the log files related to the managed servers, WebLogic managed servers, can also be found in the respective directories. So this is briefly about the Fusion Middleware home that is there in the Oracle eBusiness Suite. Understand that all the applications which are related to eBusiness Suite middle tier are basically deployed as applications onto the eBusiness Suite WebLogic domain managed servers. So this is nothing but a simple installation of a WebLogic when it comes to Fusion Middleware home, and Oracle eBusiness Suite specific applications such as OA cores or forms, etc. have been deployed as applications onto the managed servers. Like for example, OA core managed server, forms managed server, etc. So this is a typical Fusion Middleware home of a WebLogic.